So here I am. I'm in beautiful Lake Tahoe. And no matter how many times I come up to visit Tahoe, the beauty of the lake never gets old. And every time as I drive up here and I see all these beautiful homes, and if I'm honest with myself, there's a little part of me that gets jealous when I see all these beautiful homes and I imagine, man, it'd be nice to have a house like this by the lake and to wake up to this view every morning. Imagine that. Which makes the first reading today at Mass pretty spectacular. So many, now as we just celebrated Easter, many of the readings are from the Acts of the Apostles. And it marks the beginning of the church. And one of the amazing things that marked the Christian community as different when they started proclaiming the gospel of the risen Jesus was how they dealt with possessions. The first reading comes from Acts chapter 4, and it describes the apostles as sharing their possessions. So they would sell their property and they would give the proceeds to the apostles. And they would take the proceeds and the money that they got from selling their property, and they would give it to the church to distribute it to the poor. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. Because if I had a house in Lake Tahoe, I wouldn't sell it. I want to keep it for myself. But notice now, and I think this marks the resurrection of Jesus and the impact on what that does to the attitude of the Christian. If Jesus is indeed raised from the dead, that means that there's more to life than just here on earth. That in fact, as beautiful as our lives can be, and no matter how blessed we are, there's more. In fact, Jesus Christ raised from the dead points to us that as amazing as we may have it, we have it even better if we make it to heaven. And that's the beauty of what Christ says. I am raised from the dead, which means that you and I have the opportunity, if we're faithful to him and remain faithful to him throughout our entire lives, that we can share in his life. And that our true home is not here on earth, here in Lake Tahoe, but rather our treasure is in heaven. And I think that's why when the apostles realized that reality, they were willing to joyfully sell everything that they had, because they knew there's more to life than just this.